How's it going, everybody? You have joined us on Bro Time. Uh,
On the Forsaken broadcast.
yeah, brought to you by the Forsaken Broadcast peeps. I'm David. This is Dan, standing right in front of me, but oh so far away.
I know. We're literally across the country, miles
Almost
and
opposite
miles
ends.
apart.
Yeah.
Almost. Almost. But you know what? It's okay. That's why
Yes.
we do this.
So we want to welcome everybody to these secondary shows, secondary somethings.
Yeah.
I don't know what you would
Yeah, the
call them.
show was almost like a series, I guess.
Yeah, it's like not a primary series. It's kind of like
It's a spin-off.
yeah, like a spin-off, like a situational thing. So I guess we can explain here. We're calling this Bro Time, and this is only going to be something we do when a member, if like Scarlett or Dan or me, cannot be present um, for a broadcast. So we came up with these bro times to just kind of be a little. They'll either be just as long as a broadcast, or maybe a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
Um, uh, and we might not have a topic really. Um,
These ones are
it's
just kind of off the cuff, really.
yeah, like they're gonna be way more loose and just us talking, um,
Are you
probably
sure you're
aimlessly.
not talking about the actual show itself?
Yeah, really. Ooh, there's a corrupt gator over here.
Ooh.
Um,
Wait,
it's
already?
almost,
Jesus.
it's almost. Um, but yeah, this is gonna be a just a secondary
Ow.
series for us that we'll do this on rare occasions, and I don't know if like maybe if there's like a time where in comments or if anyone would like us to talk about ourselves personally or get to know us, maybe I don't know.
Yeah, we can do something like this. You know, uh, yeah. If people have any questions about us that we don't have time to get to because we're having a discussion, and yeah, I I think that could work. You know?
Yeah, I mean, if there maybe like there's a common question that's like, we can't really do a full show on that. Like, we can't do a full broadcast on it. Not that it's a bad question. It just might not. We might not be able to just. Either we don't know a lot about it, or maybe one of us knows a lot about it, and we just kind of want to be like super focused episode on maybe that question.
Yeah.
Um, or anything else, really.
These are just mini-sodes to kind of pass the time before we get to like the next full-length discussion that will have all three of us. So enjoy these, hopefully.
Yeah, think of them as like, sliders, little appetizers, just little
Ooh.
things that we'll put out. Um, and that's another thing we kind of want to talk about is,
What's
or
sliders?
actually,
I could talk
well,
about sliders all day.
I could talk about sliders all damn day. And
Oh my
I was thinking of talking about something, but I'm like, that's stupid, David. You should shut up. Uh,
god.
and we should not derail this episode. I'm like, okay. Thank you, voice in me head. So,
Thanks for being an asshole. We're just gonna go ahead and do it anyway.
yeah. So, never mind what I was going to say. It's stupid and dumb, as brought to you by the voice in me head.
Nah, just say it, man.
No,
This
no,
is why
no.
we have bro time. We just go with the flow, just hanging out, chilling. It's just us hanging out. That's all it is.
Hanging out, chilling. No, it's not pertinent. It really isn't. Like I'm not trying to be like secretive or anything. It's just it's not pertinent to this. So just forget I even said it.
Okay.
But yeah, we're just we just wanted to do kind of like a thing. Like Scarlett couldn't be here because she's not feeling too good right now, and we're hoping she feels better. And
Amen.
but yeah, but me and Dan really wanted to record or just chat or talk or we're both up, we're both around, so we figured out let's do kind of like a little bro time thing. But we also discussed this the other night where if there is a time where one of us can't be on, we wanted to do kind of like a one-on-one conversation.
Well, that being said, I have a question for you, David.
Lay it on me.
It's a very important question that I think a lot of people need to know,
Okay.
and that's this: does Bruno Mars is gay?
Does he? Does Bruno Mars is gay?
Does Bruno Mars is gay? I don't know. A lot of people have been wondering about that.
You could glean anything from that. That was so funny.
I know it's so stupid, but it's the little things in life that brings you joy. Just like this game.
Just
This
like
brings
this
me a
game.
lot of joy.
Speaking of this game, Dan, I've been wondering.
Yeah.
So Scarlett and I have been playing Conan. Oh, for so long. Um, you have only just recently joined us in Conan.
Yeah.
So, one thing I had a question about, and
Yes.
I'm sure this will be entertaining for Scarlett. Uh, Juju Magoo. Um, um,
I still can't get over the fact that you named him Juju Magoo. Jeez.
Juju Magoo. Uh, man, I just totally lost the thought. I've been
Bring it back
wondering.
now.
Bring it back now. I've been wondering how you feel about this game. What are your what do you like about this game? What do you not like about this game? What are you looking forward to? Because I'm sure there might be a chunk of our audience that hasn't played this game. I mean, maybe they think this is all we play. Um, but uh, I've been
We
wondering.
play a slew of games. But this is, yeah. Well, this is one of these games I actually don't really play all that often,
Yeah.
and I'm terrible at like survival games in
Hmm.
the sense that you have to like rely on your own abilities to gather materials, build structure to actually survive in the wilderness. I've honestly not been one at good at those kind of games, but I'm digging this, and I
Yeah.
know there's a little bit of a charm to this game. There really is. To you basically getting a second chance to become like this ultimate warrior. But I'm not sure what the goal is for this game. That's like I'm not sure about, but it is pretty cool. Uh, Gathering like people to help you out, horses, like steeds, and all that stuff. All these like materials to build better weapons all the time. And I've not been one for those games, but this I gotta say I'm enjoying very much.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Uh, Also, I like the fact that I have a witch doctor mask.
Yeah, yeah, dude. That's so cool. I'm so happy you like that mask. I always thought it looked kind of dumb, but now like seeing like someone wearing it and it being a part of their armor set, it's like, wow, it actually is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it really makes me in this mood of don't mess with me. Do
Yeah.
not mess with the Dan.
With the Dan. Yeah,
Today.
I really like that armor set. Um, I think I said it the other night where I was just like, I really like it because I made it.
Yeah, and I like it because I'm wearing it.
Yeah.
If anyone else dares wears this, it's gonna look awful. It's like, girlfriend, you just look like poop.
You
You look like
rock it,
shit.
baby.
Oh yeah, I'm
Um,
rocking this very much. But I am
but
digging this, and I love the weapons that I have. I'm still getting used to, uh, like, which ones are the best weapons, which ones are like the lowest weapons. Because whenever I play games with loot, I guess, like I'm
mhm.
used to Diablo and Borderlands, where you actually have like the color coded
Yeah.
items. You
Yeah.
know, like one color is for like low to common, and then others is for like uncommon, better, really good, legendary. So I'm still getting used to what constitutes as like legendary or epic, whatever that may be for this game.
Yeah. And yeah, that's interesting because it isn't very well told unless it's not very well told in that scheme of things where it's like, in Diablo and Borderlands, it's like and a lot of other games, they do
Yeah,
that color coding thing. Um and I think that is nice because it's like, at a at a glance, it's like you immediately know, oh, I don't care about that. You know, like you're just like
yeah,
you immediately know whether or not to give a shit about it,
yeah.
and
That's
I
true.
do like that.
Well, another thing I'm still trying to wrap my head around is, like what is the goal for this game? I mean, I get it. You're sentenced to death to basically burn out in the sun, and then you get freed by somebody.
Hmm.
And like, okay, so do I have to become like an emperor now? Do I have to wreak revenge on somebody? Do I just become uber strong? That nobody want to mess with me, bitch, because I can rip your throat out with my bare toe.
I think I'm pretty sure the main goal of the game is to get the bracelet on your wrist off
Okay.
because that me and Scarlet found some lore in the game, and it sounds like the bracelets actually, uh, if when you die, they actually the bracelets are the things that resurrect you. They
Oh.
that's their punishment. Is it's basically that bracelet gives you undeath. So even if you were to die, you come back and suffer eternally.
Okay.
So,
Okay. I can see
yes.
that.
So the bracelet that you wear is actually your torture device. And that is ultimately what you're trying to get off of you. Because if we were to go to the out of bounds area, they call that the ghost wall. And the ghost wall, if it comes into contact with the bracelet, it kills you.
Huh.
And if you try to
That
take the bracelet off, it kills you.
okay. Well, that's an interesting uh concept. You have this curse,
Hmm.
and the goal of the game is to get rid of this curse, or rather, this cursed object that keeps you from dying, and you need it so that you can die.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, in a way, it's pretty close to kind of the story of Dark Souls. I don't know how much you know of that, but
Very little.
well, I think
Unfortunately,
most
I'm not
people
the kind
don't
of
know
guy
a
that.
whole lot
Yeah.
because that game is very vague with its storytelling. But yeah, in Dark Souls, you get this. this brand, and it's just called the Undead Curse. And uh, what that is it's a brand that um, whenever you die, you become more hollow. And what that means is your soul becomes more and more emaciated. And whenever you become hollow, you lose all control of who you are as a person. You become a brainless killing thing. Like
Oh.
all you seek is killing, or you just become this husk of nothing where you just don't do anything.
Oh
Like,
wow. So you actually have consequences for if you keep dying and dying and dying.
well, yes and no. Um, in in Dark Souls 1 and 3, the only real punishment for dying is you lose all your souls. And, and
Yeah.
and souls is what you use to level up, what you use to that's your currency, that's your if you want to upgrade a weapon, you use souls. Like souls is the one, well, it's not the only resource you need in the game, but it's that
It's one of the most important ones you
it
need.
is the most important, and you need it for a lot of things. So, if you die in Dark Souls, you go back to the last bonfire, and and you can go back to where you died and get your souls back. But if you die again before you pick up your souls, you lose them
They're
all
gone.
forever. Yep, they're
Okay.
gone.
Yeah, I remember. I remember that happened to you a few times, and I
Hmm.
know that's happened to Aaron from Game Grumps, and I saw that, so that's where I
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah, and it's not a big deal if it's like a small amount of souls. I think like the most amount of souls I've lost is maybe like maybe like 500,000. That might be the most I've lost. Um, like in a chunk. I'm not saying total. I mean,
Jesus Christ.
I had 500 souls on me, 500,000 souls on me. I died, tried getting my souls back, and I died again. So they were all
Yeah.
gone. I know like Scarlet, I think lost like 2 million at some point or something like
Oh my.
just some just crazy number. Like if she was here, I'm sure she remembers because that shit fucking sticks with you. But
Well, if she was here, she would definitely be correcting the fuck out of us right
oh yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, if she was here, she would tell us the real number. But I'm pretty sure it is something like 2 million, or it's just like disgustingly large. It was such a. I was with her the night it happened. Like we were playing together, and I was just like, "Oh my god, dude! Did you just lose all those?" She was just like, "Yep, I think I'm done for tonight." I was just like,
Yeah,
"I
I'm
do
done.
not
I
blame you."
just, yep, I just cannot do this right now. I'm
Yep,
done.
it was such BS. Oh man, I remember that night.
Well, that's. I'm glad this game doesn't have that. But it does
Yeah,
have something different, depending on if you're the
luckily,
host or not.
yeah, it does kind of do something like that in this game. But one thing I like about this game is that you can turn off certain mechanics. Like you can change them. So if you're like, fuck that, like Minecraft does it. Minecraft is like, uh, you're turning off like permadeath or,
Yep.
I'm gonna start with a chest at the beginning because typically you wouldn't. Like these kind of games do that stuff, like these survival crafting whatever. Um,
Yeah.
so I like that this game does that because for someone like I don't recommend anyone who is just starting to do that, like people who are new to the game, but I recommend it for people that have put a lot of time in it because then it's just like cuts out a lot of BS. Like it really trims the fat. It helps things move faster. You're just like, oh, thank God, it doesn't take 10 whatever to get one thing. Now it only takes like 5 or 4. You know, you still need to gather. You still need to do the mundane stuff, but not as hard, and that's nice.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I
Um,
gotta say, we were ripping shit with these people.
oh well, these guys are nothing to us now.
Not until we get to like the Highlands or the Snow Mountain. That's gonna
Mm.
be even more of an insane challenge.
Yeah, the Highlands is a lot of fun. There's a lot of different stuff out there. I love the aesthetic of the Highlands. I mean, I like the aesthetic of most of the areas. Um, I don't know if I have a favorite one. It's hard to say because I really like all of them. Like, I like the
Yeah,
desert, mainly just because I really like deserts in real life. Um, I like the jungle area, just because it's like lush and green. Um, I like the highlands just because I like alpine, um, like evergreen trees and all that stuff.
yep,
Um, and then like the winter area is really cool too. I haven't been to the volcano area, but yeah.
yeah. That volcano level seems to be insane. I think I'm for now big on the desert because to steal a quote from SpongeBob, it reminds me of home.
It reminds me of home. Yeah, I could understand that big time because you live in a desert. Um, yeah, that's
Oh
awesome.
Jesus!
Ooh.
This fucker just ran up right behind me. I literally saw him at the last second.
It wanted to be friends.
Yeah, I could only see him by the glow of his eye. That was it.
So what are you not really a big fan of in this game?
Well, I'm certainly not a fan of a white tiger that killed us a while back.
Yeah.
That wasn't on camera, but when we were playing this game, we had a corrupted white tiger just completely wreck the three of us, and it wrecked Scarlet and I in almost one hit. Or, well, it wrecked me in one hit. I was so pissed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't like him. He can go die.
We might be able to beat one of those soon. We beat that scorpion. So,
Yeah. I'm very happy about that. I was very
yeah.
proud of myself for that.
Yeah, so I don't know. The real bitch of the tigers is the bleed. 'Cause bleed is brutal in this game.
Oh yeah. I mean that's something I like it, but I don't like it is the all the effects that can stack onto you. Like you
Mm-hmm.
get bleeding, and if you're not careful, you can get poisoned as well. So you
Yep.
can. And also, I personally have not had many items that rejuvenate my health quick enough
Mm-hmm.
or enough, so I have to constantly use items to do that. But the other side is, well, we could just keep making a whole crap ton of food, so we won't get hungry, and that's just on you to make sure you got a lot of food and water, so you don't die.
Right. Scarlet actually made us health potions. Did you ever pick any up?
Oh, that's what those things are? Oh, no. I saw a bunch of vials, and I'm like, I'm not sure what these are, but I don't want to ask because I don't want to be stupid. And sure enough, I'm stupid by not even asking.
Yeah.
Oops.
In your arrogance. But yeah,
Well,
we
no, I did not know that.
no, yeah, we can go back to base. Let's kill a few more rock noses, and we can go back to base and get you some.
All right.
Kill a few more. Because right now we're just trying to get you leveled up.
Well,
So,
speaking of which, I actually just did right now.
oh, nice. Go ahead and take care of that.
I am level 41.
Cool. Hell yeah. I think you're 10 levels behind Scarlet now.
Yeah, I'm catching up, Scarlet. You better watch your back.
He gonna get you. Nice. That was cool.
And honestly, to further expand on your question, I don't really know. I haven't really experienced a whole lot past the deserts to know what I hate. We've experienced some stuff off camera, like I said about the lions, and really, it just comes down to some of the enemies. I just I hate because they're tough, but at the same time, I really like it that they actually are pretty stealthy in their attack patterns, and kind of gives it that sense of realism. Like if we were actually out in a jungle, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you don't expect lions to just come out of nowhere. They're going to be hiding and waiting for their chance to strike, and I
Yeah,
like
like
that.
they're not waiting for you to come hit them. They're gonna be attacking you before you even know it.
I know, so I like that.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
also, I really like it how sometimes you kill an enemy and it just goes flying up into the air and falls right back down in front of us. I
yeah,
like that.
that's fun. This game kind of reminds me a lot of Skyrim. Like,
Yeah,
um, it reminds me a lot of Skyrim in certain in good and bad ways. Like the things I most of the things I like about Skyrim are kind of in this game, and a lot of things I don't like about Skyrim are in this game. Like bugs, more important, like pro- prominently. There's just stupid bugs that can just maybe they don't break your game, but
they are annoying as fuck.
they're annoying, and maybe they are funny sometimes. Or like that guy's freaking out. I don't know what's going on, but other times it's just like, come on, man. Like,
Oh, sorry, you just reminded me of. Speaking of bugs, there's actually this video that I saw uh, about the remastered GTA San Andreas and how they're terrible.
what?
Oh yeah, like it's a 30 plus minute video of like everything that players have experienced with the remastered versions for when they were on the 360, the PlayStation 3, like so many graphical errors, so many like glitches that can actually break your game that you cannot progress because of like some glitches that are in the game. It's insane. And it's weird because I've never experienced any of those apart from maybe like a sound glitch here and there. But other than that, I've never experienced any of these like fatal glitches that could just prevent you from going further in the game. It's just like, wow, I didn't know it was this problematic.
So you're talking about the remasters on PlayStation 4 and Xbone?
No, not PlayStation 4. But do you remember when they were on the 360?
Oh, you're talking about those remasters.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any problems with the PS4. Now, I have not had any problems with
Yeah.
PlayStation 4, or even the 360 versions for that matter. So,
I honestly don't know if I had the remasters for 360. Because I didn't have a PS3. Um, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't think I did.
but I do love looking up those kind of videos of like all these glitches that happen, and then you can just really go like, wow, that is insane. How some of these could just make it past the fucking blueprints and like the well, I don't know what the right term is, but when you're creating a game, it's just like, yep, that's good. All right.
Well, a big thing of that is crunch time. I mean these companies, some of them set pretty ridiculous schedules for whenever they got to release a game. And I mean they got to meet their quota. I get it. It's a business. But sometimes they set these deadlines, and it's you know you look at a game like Anthem. And I had Anthem right when it released. I haven't played Anthem. Uh, I don't even know. I can't even remember the last time I played Anthem. I would say maybe like May of 2019,
Oh
June
wow.
maybe. I can't even. I That's me just guessing. I would definitely say I did not touch it in July.
Was it as
July I was
bad as
Anthem
some
free.
people said?
Uh, yeah. I mean, it didn't like. I remember there was like that rumor or whatever people were saying that it like melts people's PlayStations or something.
Oh my
Uh,
God. What?
that wasn't true. That wasn't true. That was just people talking shit. I will say that it did
Jesus.
crash. It did crash, like the game crashed. So then I had to wait, and sometimes I had to restart my PlayStation, but my PlayStation wasn't damaged. Like, it's good. And I went on to Reddit and read a lot of people's experiences, and they were saying, like, don't listen to these people saying that it melts your PlayStation. That didn't. No one. That's
They're,
never happened. And I
yeah, they're
think
just
even,
overreacting.
yeah, I think even EA or BioWare said that they have no knowledge of any of that happening because
Hmm.
these claims were saying like it melted my PlayStation, so I sent it back to Sony and they fixed it and they're giving me a refund or something like that. So it's like EA publicly stated, we don't know what they're talking about. That we haven't heard anything like that happening. Um,
Right.
but I will say that the game was very lackluster, which sucks because on paper and uh, like just oops, okay, just starting
No, that
out,
was my fault. Sorry.
um, I was so excited for the game. Like I was having so much fun. I was really digging the game, and then like it got to the final mission, and the final mission was just kind of a wash. Like it just wasn't anything impressive,
Yeah.
and then it was just over. And then the only things to do was over here's the health potions, by the way. The only thing to
Oh, okay.
do, well, there really wasn't much of anything.
Yeah.
Excuse
Well,
me.
you know what? I think this might be a good topic for whenever Scarlet gets back.
Yeah, because she
Yeah,
did
we.
play it with me. Um,
Oh,
and that might be maybe her and I can have a bro time about that.
yeah. If you have like a little therapy session of like, oh
Yeah.
man, do you remember that? Do you remember when we played Anthem? Well, not together, but do you remember when we played and how just shitty that experience was? Like, yeah, dude, I remember that. It was fucking insane.
I'm still keeping my ear to the ground and hoping that it's getting batch or it got one and it's sounding like it's getting better, which cool, I guess. I'm excited because I want to like the game. Like I want to play it. I want to enjoy it. I want to get
Hmm.
excited about it. It's just and like I love BioWare. Um
Oh yeah.
I've always loved the Dragon Age series. I mean, I hated Dragon Age 2 because it was just poo poo kachoo, but uh, like number one was Dragon Age 1 was so good. It was
Yep.
so good. And then Dragon Age 3, like the Inquisition, I really enjoyed it. I know some people had some mixed feelings about it, but I really enjoyed Inquisition. I thought it was real good. Like they took the good parts of two. Even though I thought that game was pretty poopy, there was some good in that game, and they took the good from Dragon Age 2 and then all the good from Dragon Age 1 and made a game out of it, and that was awesome. Dragon Age
Oh yeah.
3 Inquisition, it was so good, and I'm excited, sorta, for the next one because they did sort of announce that they're working on a new one, Um, I'm excited for it, but I'm also scared just because Anthem was poopy. So I'm hoping Dragon Age isn't poopy. Um,
Let's keep our fingers crossed and don't try to get our hopes up too much.
yeah, I'm not going to overhype myself. My body is so ready for Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh my
I,
god,
I,
yes.
I am so ready. I, I handcuffed myself to the bed, and I'm ready for you, Daddy. I'm ready for you.
Okay, you know what? This is getting weird. How about we just call it right here?
Yeah, we could call it here. But this was
And I'm
fun.
not calling you. I'm not calling you that.
I'm not telling you to call me Daddy. I want Cyberpunk to hold me in its futuristic,
Futuristic
amazing
arms,
arms. Yeah, I just
close
want
to
to
its
be.
futuristic abs.
I
Just
want to be caressed and loved and
it's like
taken
you're.
on an adventure.
It's like you're not gay or anything, but you just like, God, you just want to be lost in his arms, juggling his balls around.
I just wanna play with Cyberpunk's balls, man. I just wanna play it.
Okay, this has gotten weird. Let's just thank you to anyone who was actually listening to this, listening to David and I be weird, and I think like we said in the beginning, like these will happen most likely. These will happen whenever they're going to, but we'll definitely make another episode with the three of us very very soon.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I I had a good time doing this, having a one-on-one
Oh yeah, dude.
convo, just shooting the shit and just being, silly and wacky and talking about stuff, talk about nothing, talk about everything, whatever.
This
Um,
is exactly what we do, and this is what we've been doing for over 20 years.
yeah, tell me about it. Um, and I'm pretty sure we're going to continue to do so until we die. Uh,
Yep, I think so too.
yeah, or at least until we can't talk anymore. Um,
That'll
so
suck.
thank you everybody for joining us for Bro Time. Let us
Yes,
know if
thank you.
there's any I wouldn't say personal questions, but if there's anything like you want me and Dan to talk about, or if you want Dan and Scarlett to have a convo, or whatever, um,
Yeah,
just something for us to have a one-on-one, just a small short chat, or if you want it to be something crazy, I don't know, just leave a comment, and let us know.
thank you very much, everybody. I'm Daniel.
And I'm David, and this has been a Bro Time.
Later, Daddy. Oh shit, I said it. No!
No!